a whole year since my husband David passed away, 18th of August. And I thought today that I will share some reflections on what I've learned about grief and about life. Over the past year, I've had my struggles, but I've also had moments of great learnings. And I thought it would be a disservice not to share on reflections that I've had over the year. And I think for me, I want to share eight. And the reason I want to share eight is because Dave passed away on the eighth month of the year, August 2024. It's been a whole year. And I wasn't sure of how I was going to feel today. I woke up this morning, I prayed, I went to the gym. As I was walking back from the gym, I did do a recording. I just had some reflections that I spoke about. And then I felt a bit low. And I wasn't expecting that because I've had ups and downs over the year and lots of joy moments, which I'm going to share in a minute. But I saw myself reflecting on the day, the actual day that he passed. And yeah, grief is hard. Let me share 8 points that I have reflected on over time. And I think the first one I want to say is that grief has no timeline. Um, grief doesn't finish like, okay, it's a year now, then I finish grieving, or it's 6 months, I finish grieving. It has no timeline. And it's okay. It's okay. Number two is that grief and joy can coexist. Do you know this was the one that I struggled with the most? Because since Dave's passing, I've had to celebrate my mom's 80th birthday, my sister's 50th birthday. My son graduated from Harvard. My other son got married to his beautiful wife. I've spoken at conferences. My daughter started university in Boston, doing what she loves to do, music, production, engineering. There was just so much that happened that at the beginning, I struggled with, am I supposed to be joyful in this grieving season? And I got to learn that grief and joy can coexist. Yes, they can coexist. They can coexist. We've got to learn how to, I had to celebrate milestones and be okay with it. I had to share pictures of where I was smiling, where I was dancing. I think I still have some pictures that I've not even shared because I did struggle with it. Is this the right time? Is this not the right time? Because, guys, there's really no templates of how to grieve. And there's no perfect way of how to grieve or no right or wrong way. I mean, I grew up and I saw, as I grew up, I saw how widows grieved. And there was a sense of, or an expectation for widows to stay sad. At least that's what I saw. To stay sad for the whole year at least, that it's on that day when it marks the 1 year, or in some cases now it's 6 months, then they can then come out and they can wear different colors and all that stuff. But I knew that my own template for grieving was going to be different. I didn't know how I was going to stay sad every day as a sign of my grieving. That was not for me my sign of grieving. I had moments where I cried at night to sleep. I had moments where I cried in the mornings. I have moments where I just look at pictures and I talk and I just say, David, what happened? Yeah, so we all have different ways of grieving. And I think the more I embraced that, the better it was for me. Where, yes, I could join family and friends and celebrate. And at the same time, I can grieve as well. And that's okay. That's okay. Celebration doesn't stop my grieving, and grieving doesn't stop our celebration. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Number three is that your village matters. Oh, your village matters. Your family, your friends. Yeah, it matters. We cannot live life without a village. Don't isolate yourself, is what I would say. Because family and friends, my church community came in so handy. Came in so handy. The calls, the prayers, the visits, the messages. I was really bad with replying messages, and I know that all of them have forgiven me because I did reply. Some, I even found myself replying one message about last week. That was how many I had many messages, and I'm grateful for that because each message, each prayer on social media, in person, on my phone, on WhatsApp, each prayer, each message meant a lot for me and helped in my grieving season. Village matters. Hold on to your village. Don't isolate yourself from your village. Because when it's times like this, you see the value of villages. Thank you to my pastors who prayed for David, who came to visit, who prayed for him. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Number 4 is that marriage has ups and downs, and it has ups and downs, is what I can tell you. For me, I chose to focus on the ups. Our downs were really down. I'm going to be vulnerable here and say that. Our downs were really down. But I chose to focus on the ups. And I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to look after Dave. So grateful for that. Because if I had chosen to hold on to any kind of form of bitterness or anything, I wouldn't have had that opportunity. Focus on the ups is what I have to say. And I know that helped me through my grieving season. It helped me through my grieving season. Number 5 is about forgiveness. Forgiveness is powerful. I mean, I talk a lot about forgiveness, and because I know that without forgiveness, you can't operate in your full God-created self. Unforgiveness is poisonous. It's poison to your body. And the thing about unforgiveness, and I've done a lot of studies now on unforgiveness, the science behind it, the connection with unforgiveness and physical illnesses, and even mental health. It's deep. It's deep. My encouragement to everyone out there is if you're holding on to unforgiveness in any way, please learn how to let it go. So important. So important. I chose to forgive, irrespective of what happened. I chose to forgive. And what my forgiveness did is that my forgiveness gave me a better perspective to look at things. The way I forgave gave both of us an opportunity to repair a lot of things that happened along the line. It was so important. And I'm so grateful to God that Dave got to experience the outcome, the beauty, the peace that came with forgiveness. So grateful. So grateful. I better keep it going. I can see a tear trying to drop at one point, so let me keep it going. Yeah, but that forgiveness part was powerful. Number 6 is that words matter. Words shape our stories and our memories of people. I came up to this video all ready to just, put my powder on and yeah, but yeah, words matter. Words matter a lot. And be careful of the words that you share with your loved ones. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Because those words, they shape our memories and our stories that we hold on to about our loved ones. So be mindful of the words that you tell each other. Be mindful. Number 7 is that childhood wounds, they show up in adulthood. I preach about childhood wounds when I'm talking to parents, but it's so important to know about it even in marriages. Childhood wounds shows up so much. It's if you don't take the time to seek help, get healing, acknowledge, repair, reparent yourself, it can bleed into your marriages. And I experienced that a lot. It bled into my marriage. It bled into some decisions that were made, some choices that were made. It bled into that. But so important to know that and acknowledge that. And I share that because it was a huge part of the downs that happened in my marriage. Number 8 is protect your peace. A peaceful marriage starts with a peaceful couple holding on to peace at all costs. Husband holding on to peace, wife holding on to peace. Peace is so important in any household. Your peace, the peace in the home, is a huge foundation for our children's growth, our children's mental well-being, everything. Hold on to your peace. And that's what I did as well. I had to prioritize my peace. And that helped in the healing journey. That helped with the repair. That helped with the beautiful time that we had. Peace was a huge factor to it. Peace was a huge factor. So those are the 8 points that I want to share. And I'll just wrap it up by just saying how grateful I am to God. As I said at some point in this video, there's no template to how you grieve. Everybody has their own way of grieving. I chose to live while I grieve. I chose to be very conscious about even the memories I have with my children in the season of grief. I chose to celebrate life in the midst of grief. I chose to forgive people out there who, some of them didn't understand my style of grieving. I chose to be okay with that. I chose to be more present with my family and friends. I chose that. I chose to be more grateful to God. Those last 5 months last year wasn't easy. Back and forth in the hospital, taking care of David. But I'm so grateful that I got that chance to do that. I'm so grateful that Dave passed in peace. I'm so grateful that Dave gave his life to Christ. It's been a journey. It's been a journey. And the ultimate was that giving his life to Christ. Nothing beats that. So I'm grateful for that. Really grateful. He passed away, seeing his loved ones, people that came to visit. The hospital was always full. The ward was always full of visitors. He enjoyed that. He enjoyed seeing people, his basketball team, the guys, family, friends, cousins, nephews, nieces, grandma, aunties, uncles, his cousins, his sister flew from Boston, from Atlanta. Yeah. And you know what he told me? He said, thank you. Squeezed my hands with the strength he had, the little strength he had. He said, thank you. And for that, I'm grateful. That's me, just reflecting. And I trust that this has helped in one way or the other. For you who still have life, cherish life. For you who still have life, forgive. For you who still have life, stay at peace. For you who still have life, be careful. Don't betray your spouse. Don't betray your partner. Stay loyal. You've made the commitment. Stay loyal. Stay committed. All that stuff, extra stuff, is not worth it. Not worth it. If Dave was alive today, there's so much he will share with you. I'm grateful. And I know that Dave is resting in perfect peace. In Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you. And let me know in the comments what you've picked from any of the things that I've shared. And let's keep living. Let's keep living. And if you've lost a partner, don't worry. There's no right or wrong way to grieve. Grieve and live life, because your partner would want that as well. God bless you. And thank you for sharing this vulnerable time with me. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm rooting for you all the way. Follow my channel for more. I'm going to be sharing more heartfelt reflections and stuff. Just follow me. Let's go on this journey together. God bless.